If you're preparing for a web development interview, there's one question that is almost guaranteed to pop up. Which HTML5 APIs have you worked with? A lot of devs fall into a trap here. They just rattle off a dry list of names like a textbook. But if you want to actually land the job, you need to show the interviewer that you understand how they work in the real world, how to handle their edge cases, and why they matter. Today, we are breaking down the top 4 HTML5 APIs you must know, exactly how to talk about them, and the hidden technical traps to mention so you sound like a seasoned pro. Let's dive in. First up is the absolute staple, the Web Storage API. This includes local storage and session storage. Think of this as the browser's built-in mini database for saving simple key-value pairs right on the user's machine. Say this: I used local storage to save user preferences like a dark mode toggle. Because it persists even when you close the browser, it stops that annoying flash of bright white light when a user reloads the page. For temporary things, like a multi-step checkout form, I used sessionStorage. If the user accidentally refreshes mid-form, their progress isn't lost. But the moment they close the tab, that data is wiped clean. But don't stop there. Seal the deal by mentioning this crucial detail. Tell them, I always keep the 5 MB limit in mind. I wrap my storage rights in try-catch blocks to gracefully handle quota-exceeded errors so the app doesn't crash if the browser storage is full. This shows them you write production-ready code. Next is the Geolocation API. This allows the browser to request the user's physical location, but only if they explicitly grant permission. In an interview, you want to frame this around improving user experience and reducing friction. Explain it like this: in a retail application, I used the Geolocation API to auto-detect the user's current city. Instead of making them manually type in their zip code, the app instantly displayed the nearest physical store locations on a map, making checkout incredibly fast. Now, drop the pro-level insight that will make the interviewer nod in approval. Add this: because browser permission prompts can look intimidating, I designed a soft opt-in modal first. It explains why we need their location before triggering the native browser prompt. This simple UX tweak drastically increased our permission acceptance rate. Number 3 is the Canvas API. Think of this as a blank, digital whiteboard inside the browser that you can draw on, manipulate, and animate dynamically using JavaScript. Here's how you phrase your experience in the interview room. Say, on a marketing dashboard project, I used the Canvas API to build lightweight, interactive charts. I also used it to create a custom profile picture tool, allowing users to crop and resize their images directly in the browser before uploading them to our servers. To really stand out, you need to show you care about performance. So, add this detail. Tell them, to keep the animations lag-free, I avoided heavy redraw loops and instead utilized request animation frame. This ensures the rendering syncs perfectly with the monitor's refresh rate for maximum performance. Finally, we have the native drag and drop API, which enables native drag capabilities for DOM elements. Bring this to life with a highly relatable project example. Tell the interviewer, I used the drag and drop API to build a Trello-like Kanban board. Users could physically grab task cards and drag them across different status columns, like moving a task from to-do over to in progress. Now, show them you understand the real-world frustration of this API and how you overcame it. Add this: the native HTML5 drag and drop API can be notoriously quirky with custom styles during a drag state. To ensure a seamless user experience, I coupled the native API with precise event handlers like drag start, drag over, and drop to provide immediate, clear visual feedback to the user as they moved items. The ultimate takeaway you want to leave with your interviewer is the big picture. All of these APIs run natively in the browser. That means you don't have to bloat your application's bundle size with heavy, slow third-party NPM libraries just to get basic device, storage, or media features. Drop these exact details in your next interview, and you won't just sound like you know HTML5. You'll sound like an engineer who builds highly optimized, user-first web applications. If this script helped you prepare, slap a like on the video, subscribe for more developer interview breakdowns, and drop a comment letting me know which API you use the most. See you in the next one.